KenG Tri. This is a little video for my clients and those that are interested in triathlons, especially for someone that's never done one before, because we're going to talk a little bit today about what do you need to have to do your first one other than your bike. What do you bring to the transition? And you'll see people coming in with buckets and they'll bring their stuff inside a bucket. So I created this little bucket here that I'd like to go through, and this is the minimalist. What do you need? And you can kind of put everything in a bucket. My helmet's a little big on this one, so it doesn't fit as well, but everything can be carried along with your bike in your other hand, and you can just walk it to the transition. Make sure you bring your ID and your proof of insurance for USAT if you haven't bought a one-day pass. And this is basically what you would need, and I'll tell you what it is and why. A helmet. You need a helmet for the bike. Every race needs that. You'll need some type of water bottle put on your bike, keep you nice and hydrated. Even if it's a sprint, you'll need some water. You'll need a set of goggles, my clear goggles. I recommend a pair of sunglasses. It says a couple pair, one that's a little lighter tint than the other, dark. You'll need a pair of running shoes. Most people wear socks, not everybody. There's a pair of socks. A towel that you're going to dry your feet off, get any mud or sand off of it just before you put your bike shoes on coming out of the water off the beach. Bike shoes, typically most people wear them because there's an advantage going to the clipless version. But you could do them on flat pedals with tennis shoes. I highly recommend a race belt. This one has a little pouch for my longer events where I can put some nutrition in it. You don't need that, but it has some special attachments that you don't need safety pins, and you can put those race numbers, and they stay locked on with these special little clips on it. And if it's going to be hot outside, you probably want some type of sunscreen. So that's the basic. That'll get you through the swim, bike, and run. Now, what you else might want to consider. Let's throw this one away and say, I'm going to put it in a specialized triathlon bag. What's nice about this one is it doubles as a backpack. Once you put it on, you can carry everything in it. And it has compartments for each one of the items. So, for my swim, I said I needed, here's the swim slot. I need goggles. That's the basic. I may put the sunscreen on it first, but I'm gonna then put it in also. I would put it in my bike, that portion, because that's where I'm going to use it if I need it. I'll probably need my water bottle on my bike. The helmet has a special container. I'm going to need my glasses on the bike and the run, so the first time I need them will be on the bike. In the transition, I'm going to need my towel to dry myself off and my socks to put on. The next compartment's run. I'm going to need my running belt. Now this one has a compartment called shoes and helmet. This side is the shoes. So over here, so I don't forget, I can put my running shoes and my biking shoes in there. Seal that up. And on the other side, this is for the helmet. Again, this is a bigger than normal helmet, but it slides in there like that. And you don't necessarily get one just like this. You can use any old version that has multiple compartments that helps you remember or make a checklist. So that is the basic, whether it's in a bucket or a bag. Now, I like to supplement it with some other things. I'd like to put in or wear my heart rate monitor. I can wear that on in the swim and leave it on all the time. I don't have to fuss with it. I like to put a garbage bag in there all the time, just leave it in there, and I put it pretty much in the helmet container. Why do I have this garbage bag? Well, let's say it's raining out and it's muddy out there. I can take my transition stuff, open this garbage bag, and sneak them in there and keep them dry in the event that it's raining just before the event, and it keeps them dry. Or during my bike, if it's going to rain, there's any chance, I can keep my running stuff in there so I don't put on soggy shoes. I leave it in there. It can also double as a garment bag afterwards. If you change out of your smelly clothes, you can take them straight to the washing machine. So just put that in there, and I'll leave it in there. Other things that I will bring is I have an optional, what they call a speed suit. It's for non-wetsuit legal races, and it does a couple things. It holds your tri-suit, whatever you're wearing and during the swim, close to the water or to your body, keeps the drag down. It's also fairly water repellent, so that it's slipperier than skin. So if you put water on here, you'll see it beat up and drop down. So it's worn just like a wetsuit, but it is legal. There are illegal ones, so I put it in my swimsuit area. Then I bring a couple extra hats in case it's cold. I can double layer my cap. I'll bring a pair of small scissors in the event I'm doing a race that has race numbers on the bike and it doesn't fit my bike real well. I can just trim without altering the number so it sticks to my bike a little better. And a Sharpie, old school, if they're body marking and there's a long line for body marking, you can mark yourself as long as you know how they're marking people. Then I'm going to go to other optional stuff. May want to bring some chamois butter for the bike or extra protection, and I can leave this on the bike in a Bentalox banana boat, small containers, sell them everywhere. And then I might, for the run, offer up a couple things. A hat, so that was optional extra stuff on the swim or the bike. This the run, a hat. The longer the event, the hotter the event, you can put ice in the back here. It keeps you cool. Also, but it also traps in heat. So if you're running in the shade, you can take it off while you're running in the shade, but put it back on when you're in the sun. Or some people sweat a lot, maybe a sweatband. Some people like to carry a little flask. This one just happens to be magnetic, that can kind of stay on your side and keep your mouth moist. But then what's interesting is this one more post thing there. It's called the post-event portion. And what I will put in there, maybe an extra towel after I get done to dry off, a comb to clean up my hair, maybe a chamois, it could be in place of the towel. Maybe another water bottle so that if they're not handing out water, I can rehydrate starting right after the race. This is an interesting device. This is it's like a poncho that's long enough that you could potentially change underneath it, pull out your wet dry clothes and put on some dry clothes, as long as you had it in here or in the car. If they won't let you back in the transition, you probably have to leave them in the car. If it's cold out, you're going to want a long sleeve t-shirt, stay warm so you don't catch the chills. And then finally, maybe another pair of shoes, but that would be somewhere else, maybe in the car. What I didn't mention is on the bag, I keep a few extra safety pins on here in case I need to put the race belt number because it's not staying on that race belt very well. But the wetsuit, I keep my wetsuit in a separate bag. I do that because it would fit in this other bag. It gets a little full with all my little extras. Also, I don't always need it, and if it's obvious that I won't need it, I just had an extra bag. That way I can keep an extra pair of goggles either in with my wetsuit or in my tri bag. This one are tinted, so technically in my other bag I almost always carry a tinted and non-tinted version. But I have my wetsuit, I have some anti-shaving, skin protection, plastic bag to slide things through, some old, what is this, conditioner, getting watered down to put in there in case I want to, a bag to put the wet stuff, and if it's really cold I have booties and a cap. So I got a neoprene cap somewhere. That's what I keep separately.